During my interview with my mentor, who has been a room leader for the junior toddlers room in the center, we discussed the role and importance of leadership and administration in early childhood education. I first started with her opinion towards the role of administration as an early childhood teacher and her daily routine. Then we discussed her priority areas when working as ECT in the center and how to manage time on each area. Lastly, we discussed the difference in leadership and administration between being an ECT and being a management staff. I invited my mentor to share her thoughts on the role of administration in early childhood setting. She introduced her role in planning room activity based on center's curriculum for children. Learning activities are designed each week based on each children's progress and information and updated with the parents. For example, from observing children's engagement with nature during free playtime, activities that are related to natural science, such as growing seed, were designed to further develop children's interest and well-being. Learning is then recorded and reported to parents for routine communication about children's progress. My mentor also shared her role of administration in managing the room as a room leader. She managed staff regulation in the room to ensure that there is sufficient number of staff to match the ratio, as well as dealing with situations, and that children feel comfortable around each staff. She is also responsible for guiding the whole team in the room to make sure everything goes smoothly and keep on track. An example she gave was giving new staff advice on how to get along with every child based on their unique personalities and make sure that the children are not stressful when meeting with new staff. She mentioned that the stress can go both ways, so it is also important for her to communicate with the team and make sure everyone is comfortable when working in the room. When it comes to her priority areas in this field, she emphasized that children's safety and well-being is always her number one priority. She spent most of the time throughout the day for supervision and safety assessment for children, such as remove any potential hazard if present to ensure that children have a safe environment to play in. The next area she focuses on is planning and implement learning activity. Despite from the time for planning each week, large amount of time is also spent on adjusting the implementation for children. Children's reaction to activity are recorded as individual diary after implementation for parent report. Organizing activity can be done by multiple staff, so it is less time consumable. Parents' communication usually happens during the day when parents come to drop off and pick up children, and through phone calls when needed. In the discussion of the role of working in an early childhood center, she suggested that the role was very different when working in management positions. She briefly touched on the role of administration for management staff such as staff development and support, community engagement, and advocacy and networking. To take leadership position in early childhood management team, it is important to allocate time for staff development, evaluation, and provide support to create a good workspace for everyone. Advocating education and networking is also vital for leadership and administration. From our interview, I realized that being an ECT and working in the industry does have similar role as in leadership, such as communication between staff and parents, but the area of priority will be different. As an ECT, most of the time will be spent on directly interact with children and focus on individual development. Meanwhile, for management, the focus will be more shifted into the broader level as for the community and the team. Thank you.